Aquarius, welcome to your November readings. Let's find out what is happening for you in November. Okay, I'm actually seeing this one for you and also this one. Okay, what else do we have? We'll draw your oracle cards first. Both of these. And we will also then draw your tarot cards. And I will be doing extended readings today as well. Okay, I think it is this one here. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's just ask again. There, this one. Okay. You have willpower. Gosh, that's a very solid energy. You have the extraordinary power of prayer. Highest and lowest aspects of something. This is Scorpio energy. Okay. Secrets, purification, resurrect. You also have self-confidence. You have Leo, taking a chance, doing something big and bold, leadership. You have release and rejection. I wonder if you need to release rejection in some way, shape or form. Both of these are the crown chakra cards. Very interesting. So this is a higher vibrational energy. Purification, the power of extraordinary, or the extraordinary power of prayer. I was about to say the power of extraordinary prayer, but maybe that's relevant. Let's draw your tarot cards, my lovely Aquariuses, and see what else is shown here. It looks as though something has come to an end. And you are needing, I almost feel like maybe you're needing the willpower to pick up and get going again, to do what you want, to move forwards with something. I mean, obviously not at the expense of others, because that never works. Okay, so we have Four of Swords and the Fool. So there's definitely the energy of a new beginning around you. We have the Six of Swords, we have the Ace of Cups, wow, and followed by the Two of Cups, followed by the Hanged Man, followed by the Seven of Cups. This is going to be a very interesting month for you, my lovely Aquariuses. It really, really is. Your story is unfolding here very, very beautifully. I think this is about releasing blame and giving yourself permission to be you. Actually, my lovely Aquariuses, you know, having the willpower to move on from something. There is definitely a moving on and a space of new beginnings. Now, this is a general reading. It's going to reach many, and therefore, you know, I can't necessarily get into the specifics, although I may look more deeply at things in the extendeds. I'll work out by the end of the reading what we need to look at in the extendeds. But what the energy is saying for you for November is that this is about picking yourself up and stop. It's like stop blaming either yourself or others and move on from something. Let it go, move on. It's perfectly okay to be you. Be your unique, amazing, creative self. Don't be anything but you. I almost feel as though there is something that, I don't know, maybe you have tried to be something that someone else wanted and it just didn't fit, or you grew up feeling like you were a square peg in a round hole, or you felt like you're a square peg in a round hole in something that has been happening relatively recently. This is about you being you. And I think that for some of you there's a general feeling of that possibly goes way, way back. Perhaps you've always felt like you were a square peg in a round hole. You didn't quite fit. And if that is the case, I think something is coming into your world to help to change that perspective, or not to change this perspective of being a square peg in a round hole, because if you are, you're meant to be the square peg. If that's you, then that's you. This is something is coming into your world to honour you being you. It's almost as though the tables are to turn and you are to realize how valuable it is that you are you, to kind of honor you being you, to value you being you. I'm seeing a kind of a retreat, and maybe that's the energy around you, but this is definitely a month to refocus and realign your own personal energy around the perspective of whatever's been taking place in your world, Aquarius, whatever ideas you've had. It's time to be, I almost want to say, brazenly you. Be big, be bold, be out there. Don't be afraid to be you. With the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups, I'm seeing a progression. It's almost as though as you close a door, you leave something behind. For some of you, literally, this is almost like energetically. Literally, as you shift your energy, as you release anything within you that is a bit judgy or a bit self-critical or judgy or critical of others, wherever you are, as you let go of that energy, it's like it's literally like the universe shifts. You shift, the universe shifts, and in comes something that I think could well value you as you. Now, if any of you have ended a relationship or been thinking of ending a relationship, or a relationship has ended, perhaps because you felt and you were left feeling like you weren't good enough, or you weren't the right, somehow it was your fault. It's time, or maybe even if you left a relationship and blamed the other person, it's time to put that down. There's no space in your world, actually, for anything of low vibration. This is about you knowing through and through, it almost like you becoming the person you were meant to be without hindrance. And I think the right people coming in to support this, to love you as you are. If you've left a relationship, it's time to release anything to do with the residue of it. And there is a new opportunity around you. We have the Ace of Cups followed by the Two of Cups. New love. Now, you don't have to rush at this. I feel as though you could be hesitant, perhaps because, and also I would also venture to say, my lovely Aquariuses, if something ended a while ago, or if you had an experience that left you feeling as though, again, somehow you don't fit or you're different, perhaps you're a really, really creative person. Well, if you're in a world where people around you aren't very creative or are very rigid about what they think and the way they think you should be, then it's going to be difficult for you because you are you. This is truly about you finding your own path and following it. And if you have just sort of almost slightly gone to ground because you have just felt like you don't quite fit, I think there is an opportunity for you to sort of come out and be, bold, big and bold, but be yourself. There'll be an opportunity where you find an opening that actually does resonate with you, like finding the right people or the right person or the right, the right location, the right job. There is a very big shift here. It's very interesting that with Scorpio energy, because Scorpio energy can kind of indicate sometimes control and power. I wonder whether some of you in sort of perhaps taking some time for yourself have really come to the realization of sort of power dynamics within circumstances and within relationships, where you can really, really see how much control there is and how much people expect you to be what's needed. You may even have grown up creating almost control and power over yourself, trying to be what you thought was expected, even though somehow it didn't feel right. This is a month to release this. It's a really big turning point, and I think it will open up choices for you. With the Seven of Cups, ultimately the energy of this card is working out what really matters to you. but working out what matters to you from through your real awareness and through, it's like through the university of life, the learning from the university of life. You know, sometimes we make a move forwards, and sometimes we go up a ladder, sometimes we slide all the way back down again, down a snake, a bit like the snakes and ladders shown here. But I think truly, I think this is a month when you are being given an opportunity to completely release any kind of perspectives that have been limiting you from being you. I think this is exciting. I have to say, I really do. What's the language I want to use that really is coming through, Aquarius, is this is long overdue. It's about time. About time you've started to feel good about being uniquely you. It really, really is. And knowing that you will find your fit. Yeah, this is time to take charge, willpower, leadership. There'll be an opportunity where you can really start to take charge of the choices that resonate with you, rather than feeling stuck or limited by sort of other people's prescription and description of what's required. There's something that can be really defined very uniquely, that aligns with you being you. So, my lovely Aquariuses, this looks to be really exciting. So I am doing extended readings this month, and I'll be putting them on Patreon and in the YouTube members area. I'll put links to both of those platforms below, just in case any of you wish to pursue this further. I think what I'd like to do within your extended reading, I mean, this may have given you enough reassurance, around the energy of what's happening. This really is about picking yourself up and moving forwards with willpower, leadership, and somehow it's just this incredible energy shift where you can be you. You let go, and bingo, the world delivers. I think in the extendeds, what I'm going to do is find out what's being delivered. What are the opportunities? How do they arrive? How can you best notice them with the Hanged Man? We see all these runic symbols here. This is, I think, in this instance, also about being present enough to see the signs and the signals that are being shown to you. Sometimes we miss things because, again, if we're bound up still in kind of judgment or feeling that you weren't good enough, you may not see the signs and the signals. I mean, it may even be that something that ended really needed to end because you could never have fulfilled your fullest potential and been you within that situation or relationship. But actually, it was a massive signal for you to move forwards and step up into your fullest potential. So I'm going to ask, I think that's going to be the focus of the extended readings, to find out what the opportunities are that are coming in, and to really seek additional advice and guidance about the choices that I think will be available to you. And maybe even just look at the lay of the land. How will the month progress? When might you expect this to happen? And really to try and get a feel of the overall flavour of the month. So my beautiful Aquariuses, thank you so much for being here. It's an honour to read for you. I look forward to seeing you again, either for more of the all zodiac sign readings. You can check out your rising sign, your sun sign, your moon sign, or indeed if you have any number of planets in any particular sign, you might want to check that one out. You might want to cross-watch for other people as well. I look forward to seeing you there, or in the extendeds, or on my other YouTube channel. I'll also put a link to that below as well, and that's where I pretty much post a reading every day, whether it's a short excuse me, I've definitely got a little bit of a frog in my throat this morning, or I also post my pick a card readings, my big pick a card readings that ask big questions, and I post there's one for a weekly check-in with Spirit where we get a lot of info about the week ahead as well. So do check out some of the other readings. Thank you so much for being here. Tons of love.